what's up? It's Gabby here from Helps 2, and you're watching our series called Uber Basic. So what happens after your social media is set up, you look professional, you kind of have an audience that's listening to what you're doing. How do you really become an influencer in your industry? A lot of people get lost right here because they really don't understand how to get there. But luckily, we here at Helps 2 have helped a few key people not become Britney Spears. That's not what we're saying.
But maybe I can help you become my second cousin. I'm just kidding.
Over time, I can get you to be an influencer, not in 2 days. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to make an overnight sensation. And Britney Spears was not an overnight sensation, by the way. Sorry, I don't know why I like Britney Spears so much. First thing I'm going to tell you to become an influencer is that you need to add value. A lot of influencers who have become big over the years started by giving something away that was very valuable to others and would help them in their day-to-day lives, whether it was marketing or shopping or whatever. They'd give them something of value for free, and then from that freebie, or whatever you want to call it, they would get that person's loyalty, investment, and so on. So a good example of this is a lot of people give away free ebooks or webinars, and from those webinars or ebooks, people get invested in that brand, cause, company, nonprofit, and they do that perhaps by giving an email address away or buying a product from that webinar. That's how they get invested. And that gives you, when you give away that free product, the luxury of now being an influencer in that person's life, because they are looking to something that you've given them every single day from there on out of their life. And so when it comes time to revisit that subject in their life, they naturally go back to you and you become an influencer. So the first thing I'm gonna say, naturally, like always, because it's really, really important,
you need to add value if you want to be an influencer in your arena.
The second thing I'm going to tell you is not going to be popular. I bet you I'm going to lose about 50% of you right here. I'm going to be honest, you have to be consistent. A lot of people want to become influencers and they give away that valuable product, but they expect it to happen overnight, and it's not going to happen overnight. There's a lot of people that gave away value and did it for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, sometimes even 5 years before they became a true mind molder and influencer in their industry. So if you want that power to say, hey, I run my industry, or hey, I have a major voice in my industry, you have to stick with it. There's artists out there, like musical artists, that have stuck with it for 10 years. There's people like Gary Vaynerchuk who has stuck with it for 3-4 years until he started to get noticed by people around him. You have to stick with it and give that value on a consistent basis to be an influencer. And lastly, I'm gonna tell you this. You cannot be like somebody else. Yes, I said it. If you're trying to duplicate something or just be like somebody else, that person is already an influencer. Nobody wants to follow the same person, brand, business twice, right? So if you're gonna do something that's already being done, make sure you do it differently or authentically so that it looks unique, that it is yours. And if you're doing something that's never been done, you're ahead of the game.
Run, my friend, run, 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 run.
And let it explode before anybody else takes your idea, okay? With those 3 things, you can definitely become an influencer. With that, my friends, I'm going to leave you right there. That is exactly how you become an influencer. And I want you to stay tuned. If you feel like you need a little bit more to go further, that's what I'm gonna give you in these next videos as me and my Helps 2 team produce them. You're gonna hear about how to actually do Facebook ads. Do they matter? How do they work? Do they help you become an influencer? Do they get people to invest in your brand? How do you build a funnel? Things like this that will actually help you get to the next level and get your business to where you've always dreamt of it going. So stay tuned. Love you guys lots, and let's do life and grow together.